Hello, today I want to talk about how long does SEO take? And a lot of times my clients, they ask that question, or people that come in, prospects, they're always wondering, well, how long is this going to take? And I try to give out realistic expectations of how long this is going to take, because a lot of times people think it's overnight or it's going to be in 3 months. And so they don't understand the SEO investment in the beginning, or they don't understand why it's taking so long for them to rank. And so it's very important to understand why it takes forever, as some people think, to rank, when in actuality it's not forever. It's always been that way. In fact, if you rank faster than a month or two, there could be two things. It could be one, that they're using black hat tactics and they're cheating the system, and eventually Google is going to blacklist your site and you're not going to be seen, and so you have like a 3 or 4 month kind of reign, and then you're gone, right? And so that's one way. Another way, a reason why you can, one way you can rank fast, like overnight or a month, is because you have something that no one else on the whole internet world, that you're the only person. So example, when someone does a query, pink elephant holding a car over their head with blue eyes, and Google's like, who has that on their site? And you're the only website on internet land that has it, then Google's going to show your results immediately, if not the same day you posted it, because Google's scrambling to say, who has that, right? But obviously no one searches that, so it's not any value to you unless it's a keyword that someone actually searches, right? And so why does it take forever, as what people think? Why does it take a long time for you to rank on Google? Let me give you the reasons. And so the reasons is Google is looking for information on your site. And do you answer the question that Google has when someone's looking for whatever? Let's talk about a plumber, right? Home service contracting is a lot what we do. Plumbing, HVAC, electricians, roofers, whatever it is, we do a lot of those type of services. And so let's say specifically to plumbing. So I type in plumbing, let's say Dallas, right? Plumbing in Dallas. So what happens is Google's looking for the internet land who has plumbing Dallas on their site, who's writing content on their site about plumbing Dallas. And so if it's a brand new website, meaning a brand new URL, you just registered the URL today, then you're not going to get as much play as if you had a URL that's 10 years old, because Google's already built some history, some rapport, if you will, of indexing that URL, which means which is knowing it's there. They've seen that domain there for 10 years. So, and you've been alive for 10 years, and they see traffic going to that site for 10 years. So then Google's going to give you some domain authority based off that site, because you have some history. There's some data, there's some stuff that Google's seeing that people are accessing your site, and you're providing some kind of content to whatever users are looking at that site, versus your site has zero people going on your site. Therefore, Google's like, well, I can't trust you yet. I don't know if you're the authority for that keyword in that site. So I have to see first, Google, to see if you are indeed the authority of that keyword, plumber Dallas, or plumbing in Dallas. And so therefore, it takes time for that Google to establish that relationship with that new URL. Well, let's just say, hey, Danny, my URL is 5 years old, and I've been doing SEO for 2-3 years, and I'm still not showing up. Well, it depends on the SEO company, right? Are they doing the right things to get you there? And so you have to generate content, and it just can't be you write 100 pages of content and then you dump it on your site tomorrow, because Google has the ability to see that. It's like, man, you just all of a sudden have 100 pages worth of content, and it's not organic, it's not fresh, it's not always going, you're not always fresh, and you dump 100 pages of content today, and then you haven't posted anything for the next 8 months to a year, and Google's saying, okay, well, you're not providing new content, you're just providing old content. I'm not saying that that's wrong. I'm just saying it's got to be some kind of ongoing content generation on your site. And so Google wants to see, are you providing content, whether it's social media, reviews, what's on your website. There's all kinds of factors of how Google establishes to see if you're providing good content. And so are you providing that content on your site regularly, right? Are you building a relationship with your customer base to provide that content? And so it takes forever because Google is not just going to jump all in and trust who you are as a content provider and start showing stuff and start giving people access to your site. Because if they have a bad experience, well, then Google will then look like they are providing crappy content, if you will, on their results. And they don't want that. They want to make sure that the website they're linking you to has good quality content centered around what you're looking for, because they want you to land on that page and stay on that page and then don't come back to Google for that specific content, because then they did a good job, right? Obviously, if you're researching and looking at different sources, then great, and they want you to, because if they've done that, if they provided you the right content the first time, then you will go back to Google again, because then you're going to look for something else that you said, man, Google did a good job with providing me what I was looking for. I didn't spend 10 hours looking for what I wanted. It was bam, got what I needed, done, right? And so that's what Google wants. And so if your website doesn't provide that, then Google's never going to show your website, because you're not doing that. And so you have to build that relationship with Google with content generation. And how you present that content generation, I'm not going to tell you the secret sauce on how you do that. Hire me and I'll tell you that, right? Or we'll do it for you, I should say. But there is a way that you generate content to get Google's attention. And as you do it monthly, every month you're providing content in all these different places, where it's social media, where it's on your website, and whatever it's at, you're providing content. And Google's saying, oh man, look at that. Someone's engaging with you on Facebook. Oh, look at that. You're providing another blog. Oh, look at that. You have that and you have this. And then Google's like, okay, I'm starting to see people coming to your site. I'm starting to see that you're providing good content. I'm starting to see that there's engagement in social media. You're building reviews. All right, we're gonna move you up. We're not ready to put you on page 1 yet. We're not ready to put you in a 3-pack, which is the map area of Google. But we're gonna start moving you up, because I'm starting to see that you're changing your site every single month with valuable content centered around keywords that people are looking for. And so you start moving up to the point where you become on page 1. And that takes anywhere between 6 months to a year, and sometimes longer. It depends on the demographics. And United States as a whole, DFW, which is Dallas-Fort Worth area, is the most competitive market for plumbing and HVAC needs, right? Or really home service contracting, electricians and all that. For what reason, I have no idea, but it's the most competitive market. And so if you expect to be on the front page of Google in 6 months, or 8 months for that matter, on any of those services in that area, then it's not going to happen. If they are, they're cheating the system, right? Or they're a really good SEO company, right? And so just be ready to stay in there and invest, right? $12.50 a month, $2,500 a month, $3,000. SEO can cost anywhere between, I always say $12.50 a month to upwards of $9,000. It could cost that much, but the return on your investment is so worth it. That money, as long as the ROI is there, 6 to 1, that's 7 to 1, then it's worth it, right? And so it just depends how competitive that market is, and as an SEO provider, what are they doing? What kind of content are they doing on your site to get you on the front page of Google? The more content you're generating, the more expensive it is, because the more people have to write about it. If it's video, if it's social media posts, if it's infographics or memes or whatever it is, it's content generation. At the end of the day, it's content generation. But it's obviously more than that. It's understanding how to generate the content and then how to optimize it for SEO. So that's important. So why does it take long? Is that Google is trying to build a relationship with your website as a provider for that keyword. And if you don't solve that problem, if you don't, have all those check marks that Google looks at in like less than a second, then you're not going to be shown. And so you have to stick in there. And it's not going to be overnight. I'm telling you, it's not going to be overnight. But I can tell you this. If you have the right SEO company that's providing good SEO, I have case studies that I get people on the front page of Google in 3 months, in 6 months, in super competitive markets, right? And so, but we've been doing it a very long time, 10 plus years. We've been doing SEO, and so we kind of know what we're doing. But the average SEO company, it's going to be 6 months to a year, if not longer. And I've seen it. I've seen people come to me and say, Dan, we've been doing SEO for 2 years now, man, and we're nowhere at the front page. So what makes you different? And then I send them case studies. Here, this is what makes us different. Look at this case study. It shows them where they started and where they are today and how long we had them as a client. And then like, oh, okay, I see the difference, right? And then bam, we sign up with them, and then we show them the same results, and then obviously their organic call volume starts going up. And so trust the process. I'm always upfront with my clients, and I say, look, I have case studies at 3 or 4 months, but I'm not guaranteeing you that you're going to be there too as well. But with my case studies and how we do it, this is what the pattern looks like. This is our track record of getting people on the front page of Google. This is what it looks like. But I'm not guaranteeing in 6 months we'll get you there. And so I'm giving realistic expectations of how long it takes. So the game of SEO is organic. It's not paid ads. I'm not paying my way in the front page of Google, right? There's a reason why less than 5% of people click on paid ads, right? And so people look at organic. And so it's like an apple tree. You have to be patient. You have to tend to it. You have to be consistent. You know, you can't just say, hey man, we invested $6,000 worth of SEO, man. We have got zero return on investment. Well, it's only been 3 months. You have to hang in there. As long as that SEO company can provide you, here's where you are, here's where you're moving, you should start seeing movement, right? If you have a good SEO company, and let's say you started off and you're on page 7, right? And then you hired an SEO company, and 3 months in, now you're on page 5, that's progress. That means Google is starting to trust you, right? That means Google is saying, okay, I see you. I see the pages that you're indexing. I see that you're providing good content. I'll move you up. So if you're seeing movement, then great. If you see movement the other way, then obviously, okay, what's going on, right? And there'll be fluctuation. You'll move page to page, position to position, but you got to look at the overarching. So let's say you started on page 7, you move to page 5, right? But then within page 5, you're moving up and down. That's fine, you know, as long as the overarching is from page 7 all the way to page 2 and page 1 eventually, right? And so please be patient with SEO. If you hired an SEO company and they're telling you, hey man, it's taking, it's going to take time, trust them. They know what they're talking about. Yeah, it's going to take time. So I'm trying to fight for SEO companies, trying to prove to you that it is going to take time. Now, if you've been with an SEO company and it's been over a year and you're still on page 7 or 5, then question. Then, okay, am I with the right SEO company? Then you're probably not, because over a year and you haven't ranked, over a year and you haven't been anywhere near the front page, then you're starting to question, okay, are you any good? Then yeah, I would definitely say then you're waiting too long. It shouldn't take that long to at least get you to page 3, page 2. And just again, depends on the demographics. Roofing companies, that's going to take forever because that's a big space. People are always, business. There's tons of roofing companies, right? And plumbing and HVAC as well, and electricians. But again, it depends on the market. So Google builds, in closing, Google will build a relationship with you, and then if you're generating content on a monthly basis, not just one-time optimization, and we're doing link building in the background. No. Link building works. I'm not saying it doesn't. But if that's all you're doing, then that's not going to get you on the front page of Google. Unless you cheat the system and create these link banks and all that stuff, which is like a no. You don't want to do that, right? Because eventually Google will catch that. They're very smart with their algorithms and trying to pinpoint these black hat tactics or these gray hat tactics people. What we do is always want white hat tactics. It's always the right. It's what Google wants. It's like, hey, follow what Google wants, and I guarantee you, it'll reward you. And that's how we're successful. And what we do with our clients is because we do what Google wants, and we provide good, original, non-copycat content on our clients' websites, social medias, and everything around SEO, video content, all that. We do that, and then we get results within 6 months to a year on the front page of Google. And so the front-end investment, right? The money $50,000, you can spend $50,000 and not see a penny back. Just being honest. But you use there's other things that you can generate calls to pay for that, right? So I'm not saying you're going to be 50 grand in a hole. What I'm saying is, while SEO is working, there's PPC, there's other things you can do to help you pay for that, so you can continue to have a profitable business. Email campaigns, email marketing, display ads, Facebook advertisement. There's all kinds of different things you can do while the SEO works if you're not currently on the front page. So you do all these other things while SEO you're investing. But once you spend that money in the front end, you get on the front page of Google, you will make 50 grand and then some. I mean, my clients, they triple, quadruple, 6 to 1, 7 to 1, sometimes double digits, 12 to 1, 15 to 1. sometimes 20 to 1, depending on the market, on what they are making from their initial investments once they get on the front page of Google for the keywords that they're looking for. I mean, the keywords that people are looking for that service, right? And so trust the process. If the SEO company is saying it's going to take time, trust it. They're right. It's going to take time. If the SEO company is saying, oh, well, I'll get you on the page, pay for $1.99 a month, I'll get you on the page tomorrow, or next month, we'll get you on the page. Don't trust them. Stay away. Run for the hills, right? If the SEO say, yeah, it's going to take 6 months, a year, trust them. They mean, well, it's not a red flag. That is proper, right? That's not a red flag. And so trust the process of SEO. It is going to take time. With my clients, I educate them up front so they know exactly, so I don't have the problem where there's, questioning our ability to rank them because they're seeing the monthly reports of where they are. And so trust the process. Google won't just trust you overnight. They will build a relationship with you, and that's why it's called organic. And once they see that you are a mature tree and you have a ton of content around keywords, so you started off with 5 pages of content or 10 pages of content or 20 pages of content, and over the last year you generated 150 pages of content, but spread out. Google says, oh man, you're growing, you're adding to the community, I see engagement, okay, then I'm going to move you, you're the authority. Okay, so Google knows that. They have algorithms to figure that out. And so trust the process. I hope this video helped you in understanding, someone's trying to call me, let me call them back, and understanding the process of SEO and how it works and why it takes forever. Trust the process. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please put in a comment below. I'm going to start doing more of these videos of just kind of highlighting high level, right, on why it takes forever or other things. They're trying to call me again on why it takes forever or other factors of marketing that hopefully will help you make a better decision on choosing the right SEO company or the right marketing solution to help grow your business. Share this video because I really feel like it's going to help other people, especially in this day and age where digital marketing is so important and knowing how to do it. Thank you so much. Aloha.